Well, today we are going to have a little bit of a shootout, and I'll bet it's not going to be what you're thinking. So stick around. Well, hello again, Internet. Welcome back to the channel. Yep, today we're going to have a bit of a comparison between some products. And no, it's not going to be between a fat tire and a skinny tire. I do happen to be out on the fat tire bike today. It's not going to be between a mid-drive and a hub drive. And it's not going to be between an electric bike and a regular bike. It's going to be something a little bit more simple than that. So for today, we are going to have 4 featured products. So let's see what they're going to be. Well, we're going to shoot out today of what's going to be the best for listening to technology while you're out on your e-bike. And I have 4 ways of actually doing that. And so I'm going to end up sharing them with you. And I'm going to tell you how I rank them, 1st through 4th. You tell me how you rank them as well. Now, the very first thing that we got here, you know, I'm going to, I was going to do something. I'm not going to do it. I was going to just, the first way that I want to talk about is my Sena helmet. And so I'm going to stop down here. I almost just reached up and pulled the thing off while I was rolling down the street and stuck it out in front of the camera. But I'm not going to do that. So my first product is going to be the Sena helmets. You guys have seen a full review on these before that we've done, and I have to tell you, we love them. What have they got with them? Well, you've got your Bluetooth technology, so you can listen to music or navigation, whatever you're going to end up listening to. But they also have intercom technology, so Michelle and I can hold conversations while we're 30, 40, 50 feet apart. We don't have to be riding up on top of each other. We can just sit there and hold conversations. And we really like that fact. Is there any shortcomings to the Sena helmets? Well, there is one. And that is what they don't have. And Lex and I spoke about this when we were looking at the Sena helmets. And what they do not have in their bicycle line of helmets is called, I believe it was, audio multitasking. And what that means is you can do several different things. In this case, it would be intercom plus the Bluetooth. As it stands, that's on 2 separate channels. Is that technology available? It is. Actually, Sena has that technology, and they have that technology for their motorcycle helmets. That is also going to be a much more expensive way of going. Now, if we wanted to pay for that, we could incorporate that into some helmets and have it that way, but I don't know that we necessarily need to do that. So, but that's going to be our first product feature, is going to be the Sena helmets. Now, what's our other features going to be? Our other choices going to be? Well, let me see if hopefully I didn't lose it. There it is in my pocket. My next choice, and this is something that I've had for a long time, is going to be the newbie earbud. Okay, now this typically would have a strap that goes around your ear. I keep hearing a car coming up behind me, but I'm not actually hearing it. It goes behind your ear, and it works pretty well. Well, I found that it is relatively uncomfortable to have that thing around your ear for a long period of time, and so I decided I need to look for something different. And I'll tell you another problem with it here is, let's come up here for just a second. And I will show you another issue about this. Well, you know, I probably should have stopped under a tree somewhere. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pop that back into the case there. You know, we're going to get into a little bit of shade here real quick. At least a little bit. It's a hot day here in North Carolina, so this will work. This will work. Okay, on the newbie, well, I don't know how well this is actually going to end up turning out here, but what we get here is, you see how this strap here the length of this, it interferes with the strap on a typical helmet. I hope that actually come out. I guess I could have thrown the app on my phone to see if that would work, but I did not like that. Well, why not just use the helmet blade? Well, I'll tell you, when I'm by myself for music or for navigation, I do use just the helmet. But when Michelle and I are out together, you know I love my navigation apps, and so I want that to be giving me voice navigation. The other issue is when we're filming, I don't want my phone to be coming on every mile distance, you know, 10 miles, time this much, average speed this much. I'd rather leave that off of the films. So I use a Bluetooth along with the helmet when Michelle and I are together and when we're filming. But I decided I needed to get something different than this. So what I purchased is this right here. And I'm going to call this the black wireless earbuds, because I don't even know if they have an actual name. They're listed as wireless earbuds 5.2 something or another. And these come in and they actually sound very, very good. But the issue that I had with them is the display was not telling me if it was charging or not. So I ended up sending them back. I put a review out, and I don't believe I did a bad review. I just said these ones didn't work, and so we sent them back, and I got a different set. And so the different set that I got was these right here, and these are a little different looking. This is kind of difficult to do this with this chest camera on here. These ones here are a little different looking. You can see these, the black ones, they have a left and a right. The white ones, they're basically one size fits all. You know, you're right, they're universal. Either one you can put in either ear. So that was kind of nice, and so I started wearing them, and I'll tell you what's went on with that. Put them back into the case there. Well, about that time that I started using the white ones, let's go ahead and roll back out here a little bit, get some breeze going on me. About the time that I started using the white ones, the company with the black earbuds contacted me and said they were very apologetic that I had problems with their product and wanted to know what they could do. And they said they would give me a $20 Amazon gift card I think a $20 PayPal, you know, PayPal me $20 or give me another set of earphones. And I wrote them back, or earbuds. And I wrote them back. I said, really, that's not necessary. I don't think there was anything terrible about them. I think I just ended up with one that maybe had a loose wire or something in it, and I was not upset. They never said anything about changing the review or anything. And they wrote me back and said, no, they'd really like to apologize some way. And I thought, well, the best way that they could do that, the easiest way for them would be if they just ended up sending me another set of earbuds. It'd probably cost him, honestly, $3 or $4. And that's better than $20 on Amazon. So I said, okay, go ahead and send me another set of earbuds. They did write me back after they come in and ask if I would mind if these other ones worked out better, if I would change my review. So that was what they kind of wanted along the way there, but that's okay. If they worked out better, well, that's exactly what we would do. So what did we find out on these products? And we're going to link these all at the top of the description on here, all of these. But let's go ahead and talk about them. So first place, what do we got? One lane road up here. What are they doing here? Well, I'm going to come through on their one lane road, see what they got going. Let's go ahead and get through here a little bit, and then we'll find out what we got going on. This road isn't exactly in poor condition, I don't believe. Yeah, they're getting set up to do something here. How y'all doing today?
Good.
Okay, be gonna let me through there? Yeah, I believe so. Keep my hand on my horn there. You know, I always got that one there if I needed it. So, but we didn't. He was watching. Well, now I done forgot where I was at, but let's talk about the individual features here. You know, we're going to list these at the top of the description, and I'm going to go ahead and let you know what I found out with using them. The Santa helmet, far and away above, way above anything else. We absolutely love it. There is no question about that. If I had to have one of these and one of these only, that would be the exact one that I would have. It gives me my Bluetooth. It lets me hear everything else that is going on around me. I will say on these earbuds that come in a pair, I never ever use both of them in my ears. I always have only one at a time in there. And I don't have to have anything in my ear. So, and there is a little discomfort to any of these things hanging in your ear. The only, quote, issue with the Santa helmet is that intercom is so nice, and it's not something you have with any of these other ones here. And so with the intercom, stay in there, puppy. Stay in there, puppy. I really don't feel like dealing with you today. Stay in there, puppy. Yeah, you better get on. Don't come down here like you're Billy Bad. The only issue at all with them is that intercom is so fantastic to use. And so we want to use that, which means I can't use the Bluetooth at the same time. I have even considered if there was a Bluetooth app so that we could use these with an app and run just straight Bluetooth and intercom at the same time, but I've not been able to find one that didn't have the push to talk. If you know of any, let me know, because that would be far and away. Now that makes that about perfect. That makes that about perfect. All right, what would be my next choice and why. I think my next choice, and I've got one hanging in my ear right now, would be these little black earbuds. They don't interfere with the helmet at all. You know, the helmet strap doesn't mess with them. They're short enough that that doesn't happen, you know. I'm not even sure if I showed this, so I'll show it again. We'll cut this camera off again here with these little black ones in here. You know, the helmet strap doesn't interfere with that. There, I caught it, but I mean, my goodness, I'm flopping the thing all over the place. It doesn't catch it at all on there, and so we'll let this truck get by. The sound quality is really very good on it, and so, you know, we're real pleased with that, and it's pretty easy to operate. I will say the first set that I got was nowhere near as quality built as these ones. These ones, you just touch them and you get a pause or a play, or, you know, whatever. The other ones, you had to press on them 3 or 4 times before anything would happen. So, you know, we ended up getting a set that was maybe made it through QC that shouldn't have. Maybe made it through quality control and they should not have. So what would be my third place in here? My third choice, I'm going to tell you, it would be the Super B, or the new B, the new B. That would be my third choice in there. It's not real comfortable, especially with that ear strap on there. Quality is pretty decent. It's not up as good as these other ones, but honestly, that thing's several years old and it's still hanging in there. It still works very well. So that would be my number 3 choice, and the number 4 choice would end up being the white wireless earbuds. Reason for that is, yes, they are universal. You can, and I only put an earbud in my right ear for some reason, just out of habit. They're universal, but in the couple of weeks that I used them, I had to stop and pick them up about 3 or 4 times. They kept dropping out of my ear. Now, both of the new ones that we just got, the black wireless ones and the white wireless ones, they have different sizes of them little ear fittings in there, and their case charges them, so, you know, they're pretty good. But that would still have to fall down to my 4th favorite one out of all of them. I would use it if I needed to use it, but fortunately I don't, because I have 3 other ones that I can use, and they all rank above that. So that would be my order of go for these things right here. Now, like I said, my other option would be just not use any and let the phone do its voice navigation, but I just don't like that to interfere with the videos. You know, you have been, you know, 12 miles, 12.2 mile average speed. You have been a duration of this long. Yeah, I don't want that going out on the videos there. And so we end up, you know, trying to silence that down without messing up our rides, because you know us cowboys, we like our technology, man. You know, I've never figured out why it is I like this technology so much. Maybe it's because for many years I didn't care a hill of beans about technology. When I started the business that we have now, I don't know, 10-12 years ago, I probably spent 6 months trying to figure out where I can hook up a set of reins to that computer. And it just, I never did find it, so I had to learn something else to do with that silly thing. But when I started catching on to the technology, I just kind of rolled with it. And there's something about them navigation apps that just, I really enjoy them. I really enjoy them. So it is what it is. To each his own, I guess. But that's that's kind of where I come down. And now my next question is going to be, what do you guys use? There's all kinds of other things. You know, you got Bluetooth speakers, you got just your plain phone. Music for just my phone would not work out so well, because I listen to classical guitar, which is an acoustic, and that's going to be kind of low, so you're not going to hear much of that on just coming out of your phone, that's for sure. And then I gave the other reasons, but you know, you could hook up a Bluetooth, an actual speaker, an external speaker to your phone and get that loud enough. It doesn't have to be obnoxious to other people. What do you guys use? That's what I'm using. I'm using a Sena helmet. We're using that all the time, and then in addition to that, I'm using this earbud, and we're real pleased with it. What do you guys use? Hey, if you made it through here this long, do me a favor, hit that like, hit that subscribe. We really appreciate that. It lets us know that you guys are interested in what we have to say, and Michelle and I both really truly appreciate that. But I believe that's going to do it for this one here. Like I said, the link to all of these are going to be right down here, very top of the description. If you're interested in them, take a look at them and see what your thoughts are on them. But like I say, give me your thoughts down in the comments of what you use, if anything. That's going to do it for today from right here in sunny, hot and humid North Carolina. It's Southern E-Biking telling you, stay safe, God bless, and keep the wheels turning. Once again, we are out.